there are certain updates that I want to bring out with all our viewers, especially one that has international importance. We see how Europe has played a role inside this Middle Eastern conflict between the U.S. forces, Israeli defense forces as well, that has attacked Iran on various occasions. And we know that the U.S. consulate has been under fire even in places like the Dubai and as well as Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. I want to ask Norman Floyd Barnes and start with Washington, D.C. What are the updates that you have with us from the U.S. perspective? There is no longer a U.S. position on Iran issue. However, the U.S. retaliation that is taking place, some observers are saying this war may roll out to be a very long one. What are the latest updates that you have for us, Norman Floyd Barnes?
Good morning. Here from Washington. Yes, the word on the street is that this conflict, this war with Iran, is going to be longer than anyone has anticipated. Congress, the people here in the United States is still trying to understand the reason why this Trump administration has chosen this time to engage with the people, Iran, and the current regime. We still haven't got a clear understand exactly what directions the president is looking, what is the end game, and how does it affect the quality of life in the United States. These questions are still open. They haven't been answered, but we are now preparing for a long engagement in Iran and the region in regards of control.
Of course, important updates. Just an addition to this response that you've given us. Spain and Europe coming into the issue here. Emmanuel Macron said he is going to increase its production of nuclear warheads, and the whole fact that Spain has not allowed the U.S. To utilize its assets in the region, and Donald Trump coming out to say that it will cut all ties, trade ties, economic ties, bilateral relationships with Spain. What is your observation, Norman, before I can come back to the studio? How are you seeing this breakaway from Spain and the U.S.?
Well, this separation has been developing over a period of time, ever since the president requested defense spending for NATO to be increased from 2 to 5%. Spain has basically been saying, well, I don't know if we want to do this. We can't afford this. And this may not be a great opportunity for us to engage. So I'm not surprised that the U.S. and Spain is at odds right now. But I am surprised that the United States has decided to basically end their trade relationships with Spain. Spain is a very important country in terms of Europe and the economy of the world. So by not engaging or recognizing Spain as a partner, creates another vacuum that we are now moving in a different direction regarding Europe, the rest of the world, and also in the South America region. So Spain has drawn a line, and the United States has said, okay, is that the way you want to do it? If that's so, we will limit and almost, well, I would say eliminate our relationship with your country in regards to future growth.
One of the interesting news articles that I brought out was that in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, there were agents trying to blow up various strategic points important to the country's military economic situation, and they were linked back to Israel, linked back to Mossad, someone who's trying to destabilize the region and blaming Iran for it. There were some insinuations made online as well. However, we see increasing support from Europe coming in. The big three, or the European three, France, Germany and the United Kingdom, said Sunday that they were ready to defend their interest in the region and those of its allies in the Gulf, if necessary, by taking defensive action against Iran. Of course, this is coming in from various news outlets. I want to come to Norman Floyd Barnes. Actors such as in Europe are now involved actively in this retaliation that is taking place in the Middle East. I want to understand what is the economic aftermath. I'll give you a metric. In the last 3 to 4 days, in Bangladesh, we have over 150 flight cancellations. This is a warning sign that the hyperinflation is going to be coming in the very near future. What is your observation? These flight cancellations, it is causing havoc for multiple industries. I want your comments on this matter.
Yes, thank you for the question. The intention of these disruptions is to uh, break down the infrastructure of the West. Uh, Iran has cleverly devised a response through basically stopping air traffic movements, which is in turn affects the economy, stop the trade and commerce routes, which affects the economy and people, and also to basically let the government know that they are attacking them for the purpose of dismantling their administration. So similar to what President Trump is telling the Iranian people, take back your country. Iran has taken that posture also to basically tell the United States, the Europeans, the Australians, and other parts that, hey, your government is not taking care of you. They can't protect you. They can't get you home. They are basically abandoning you. So you need to basically address your government regarding protection and engagement. Why are your country, engaging war with Iran? As we see it, the countries are now suffering tremendously through economics, basically travel industry, transportation industry, trade, energy, all of these industries that keeps the fluid going and the life going in terms of international trade has been disrupted, not quite eliminated, but has been disrupted to the point that is now coming very expensive for people to live today. Everything costs more today than yesterday. Tomorrow, there's no anticipation that these this war will slow down. We see more, and more conflict, which means the prices for the consumers are going to go up higher, higher, highest. Uh, this is going to put a lot of pressure on the governments to basically come to a diplomatic conversation with Iran, even though we're fighting how to eliminate this thing. Because right now, they are attacking the world on a whole different scale than just a military one. This is an economic one. This is basically a welfare of the people. So the strategy is to put the pressure on the people to pressure their government to stop this activity and basically avoid World War III. But it appears that the egos between the people who make decisions are very high, and they are not going to stop at basically uh, stop pressuring Iran to slow down and to eliminate and to give up the ballistic program, to give up the nuclear program, and also to basically, most importantly, they are not prepared to give up the regime.
Right.
They have processed right now. They're looking to basically a replacement for the Ayatollah, and the rumors are that just the rumors is that his replacement will be a more hardliner than the original Ayatollah. So basically, so the regime appears to be strong. They appear to be connected, and they appear to make a new movement change, but with a different person, and their responses, their actions, their relationship with the world is going to basically be more strict, more hard, and more or less the destruction of
Of
the
course.
West.
There is some updates that I want to share with you. Emmanuel Macron finds himself more and more involved in this war as France is sending its flagship carrier, aircraft carrier to the Mediterranean Sea, the Charles de Gaulle. It will be coming through very recently. I want to understand how you see this. Recently, we spoke about the Arctic and how Greenland was on the cards for the United States of America. And that is when European leaders had taken a step back. However, when it comes to Iran, they seem to find themselves trying to protect, trying to assist, if not directly involving themselves in to this retaliation. What is your observations, Norman Floyd Barnes?
Yes, this crisis has excuse me sparked uh, countries that traditionally will sit on the sideline, like France, other parts of Europe, uh, the UK, to engage now because their livelihood is being challenged. These countries have strong economic uh, dependency on the energy sources that come out of the Middle East. So these countries know that they cannot afford now to sit back and just enjoy the entertainment. They have to provide some type of substance to ensure that their livelihood and infrastructure remain strong and intact. So you're going to see France, you're going to see the UK, you're going to see other countries uh, announcing that they are basically is going to engage in this conflict in the Middle East. By the same time, they are very concerned that as long as Iran and its proxies and its supporters hold the Strait and that region in hostage, no patches, no movement, no activity, and they will they are concerned. The countries are concerned because most of their money, most of their make is based on the Middle East and tourism, energy, and other resources coming from the area. So with this, we're still in winter. With this process going on right now, they want to push the envelope to the point where Iran has to continue the discussion and stop the bombing, stop the attacks, stop the restrictions. But unfortunately, the situation is now gone to a point where Iran is moving up to the next level, which is full-scale attacks, full-scale disruptions, attacking the oil fields, attacking the gas lines, attacking all the things that's very important that hurts Europe. Europe is totally dependent on its exports. If they can't get these energy exports in that region, they are having to make deals with people they thought they would never relate with. Right now, Iran is basically putting the pressure on the European countries to basically, hey, stop this event, force the United States to stop this action, and you will continue to have your resources that you need to run day to day. If you do not do that, we will tighten up this situation, create economic chaos in your world which you live in the comfort area, while you struggle to find the energy resources which we hold and restrict because of your participation with the United States and other Western parts in basically trying to change our government, trying to control how we do business, and basically arousing the people of Iran to basically to overthrow and cause an unstable situation. Yesterday, I'm going to close by saying there's rumor that our Central Intelligence Agency is working with the different rebels in the region to basically increase the opportunity for public outcry and the overturnment of the current regime by the people and by the
Yes.
subjects of the area. So we're looking at that situation because that is very interesting to the point that basically we're looking at sabotage, we're looking at internal disruption to create a chaotic situation where the current regime can't exist, but it's now created a hostile environment where the Western world can come in and provide some solution. It's a very
Right.
risky task because it may not go that way. They don't know exactly how the Iranian people is going to respond to this, how the new person coming in is going to react to this. But right now, they want to create an unstable environment, which may or may not benefit the West.